Hey everybody, welcome to Nerd Talk. I am Super Beard Vince Hoover, all the way on the other end.
This is Triple G.
And we got two very special guests this week.
How you doing?
This is Tommy T and Christina from Beer and Sunshine
Hi.
As the shirt says, and no, he's wearing documentary.
Yeah, well, and it's Nerd Talk, so I'm drinking Red Bull. I'm saving the beer for our show.
That's fantastic. So, before we get into what Beer and Sunshine actually is, I would like to thank our sponsors this week. Cinema 6. Cinema 6 Movie Theater is on Embassy and US 19. They're a locally owned business here that runs movies, first-run movies, at the least expensive prices you'll ever find. $7.50 for an adult, $6.50 for kids, senior, first responders, and veterans. Not to mention they have fantastic snacks, real butter in their popcorn, full-on pizza, pulled pork sandwiches, the whole nine, and you'll save $1 and yet see a great movie. So definitely go down to Cinema 6 at Embassy and 19. Gary, would you like to talk about Great Rooms?
Yes, okay, so I actually went to Great Rooms, and I figured out what Great Rooms is. Okay, you could go to Macy's. You could spend a lot of money. You could go to IKEA and be miserable putting together furniture, or you can go to Great Rooms and get stuff completely put together and delivered. And you want to talk about...
And not blow your budget.
Not blow your budget.
And make a great room. Make a great room.
I mean, we've put an ensemble together that I think even Cindy Crawford would be like, yeah, hey. I went to the one in Lakeland. I stopped by there and I couldn't figure out what it was. I couldn't figure out. It was like you walk into it and you're like, you ever been to one of those low rent places that does furniture and you're like, okay, yeah.
It almost feels like a thrift store.
It is. It's almost thrift stores. This is, I would say, walking into a high quality furniture store with a little twist of the old Spencer's. I think they're out of business, but do you remember Spencer's? And that's what it is. And that's what Great Rooms is. And Great Rooms has everything you can need, from being a bachelor to being a family. To having a family.
And they offer 6 months, same as cash, and no credit check financing. So go down. There's 2 locations here, Spring Hill and Newport Richey. Go see Frank and the guys down at Great Rooms. They are awesome. We also like to thank Comics and Hobbies.
Yes.
Comics and Hobbies is not your typical comic book store. They are, in fact, a pop culture store. Go down to Countryside Mall and go talk to Craig. It's worth the trip just to have a conversation with a guy, but please, while you're there, buy something. You can get your comics, your collectibles. Things from Japan that you can't buy anywhere else.
You can also order costumes.
You can order costumes, yep. You can get baseball cards, like collectibles. You can get all kinds of memorabilia, back issues, new issues, whatever you need. Comics and Hobbies have it. Again, it's your pop culture
Chronicles
store.
of Riddick.
Yeah, you can get the Chronicles of Riddick comic that came out after the movie.
Is that the place that rents little people? Like if you're making a fantasy genre movie and you need small people to play dwarves, elves, that kind of thing, don't they rent them?
No, that's called a Nike factory.
Oh, okay.
No, but he doesn't do that. But also, Comics and Hobbies is the first retail store to carry Area 52 Beard Company oil. Area 52 Beard Company oil is that perfect blend of oils and scents that allow you to get your beard to the next level, including breaking through the stratosphere. Just look at this luscious super beard. Can't go wrong, right? They have fantastic scents that last all day with cold-pressed oils that actually do the nutritional value that they say they're going to do. So go check them out, area52beardco.com or at the Comics and Hobbies locations. Now.
And don't forget Space Age Signs.
And Space Age Signs.
And Banner Factory located in Newport Richey, Florida. It is the oldest sign company in Pasco County. You'll see it with the little Space Age guy on the side. They do banners. They do full print. They even do, I would say fat heads, but they do the fat heads. They do. So go out and check them out also. They'll see Brent and Felicia. Now.
So, let's talk to our guest.
Sure.
Let's talk Beer and Sunshine. Now, you guys come on after us, 8 o'clock, 8 to 9 on Fridays. We got episode 3 coming up. So the Trinity episode, the trifecta episode, if you will. Tell us a little bit about your show, how it got started, and what's up for tonight.
So Beer and Sunshine started with my mother-in-law telling me a story about how my wife and her brothers and sisters, when they go to school, she would say, "Be a ray of sunshine." And when she said, "Be a ray of sunshine," I heard beer and sunshine. And so I made a joke, and then a year later or so, my wife gets me a T-shirt that said beer and sunshine. And everywhere I went, people would be like, "Where'd you get that shirt? I want one." And so I thought, man, maybe there's something here. I thought it could be a cool brand. Like Life is Good or what is that one, Fish Life or Surf Life? Or
Salt Life.
Salt Life, right? So I thought something like that. Maybe we'll make some T-shirts, whatever. I thought, well, what should I do? Maybe I should do a podcast. I'm like, I'm going to do a podcast. I might as well film it, so I might as well make like an online show. And so for the past year or so, we've been going to breweries. It's beer for breweries and sunshine for Florida. And we go to breweries, and it's all about the local craft beer scene in the Tampa Bay area. We just have a lot of fun. We, do a lot of drinking and cracking up and whatever. We go to festivals and events and anything that's beer related and fun. And then anybody who supports the craft beer scene that wants to be on our show, they can come on. People at tap rooms and things like that, or any business has anything to do with beer, basically.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Well, that is incredible, and we love the show. It's been fantastic so far. We look forward to many, many other episodes. But it sounds like we have a certain somebody on the line. Bree, Alexa Confetti, is in Indianapolis at the Indianapolis Comic-Con, and we're going to go to her for a live report.
From the Indianapolis Comic-Con.
Yes, Indianapolis.
Indianapolis.
Not, up north, Indiana.
Up north. That's where the Colts play.
Yes, it is.
Or like you people down here say, Colts.
Yeah. Hey, there's Bree. How's it going?
She's in the hotel.
All right,
Are you in the hotel or in the convention center?
Hey, Wesley, what's up?
What's up?
You guys
All
have-
right, so
you guys have
what we got
fun.
going on today and for the whole weekend over at the Comic-Con?
Hold on, let me get somewhere a little bit quieter. I can't hear you right now.
Who's your guest? Who do you have that you're doing the guest for today?
She can't hear us
she
at
can't
all.
hear
It's
us
so
at all?
loud.
Well,
Oh, okay.
All right.
Tommy T, let me go back. I have to ask you this. Tampa,
Okay.
Florida,
No,
the
I'm
beer
good
scene
over
in Tampa,
here.
Florida
yes.
is like no other.
Quiet over
When you
here.
have, Anheuser-Busch, when you have the Bushes coming out of retirement to build the brew hub in Lakeland, Florida, to help supply the local economy with craft beer, that's when you know you're making an impact.
Okay, Bree is in a better
craft
place
beer
now.
scene.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, that's the thing.
I know nothing
Bree's
about
in a
it.
better
Yeah,
place
well,
now.
the
No,
brew-
she's fine. She's alive. She's just better audible place.
She's in a better
She's in a
Now
better
she can
place
hear
now. Dun. Okay.
What's happening there in
All right, Gary,
Indianapolis?
you talk to them. Just
Okay. Who am I talking to? Which one am I talking to? Am I talking
talking
to
to
the crowd? Hey, hey, Bree. Hi, Pumpkin.
Hi.
How's Indianapolis
okay?
right now?
Yeah, I'm in Indianapolis at Indy Comic Con.
Who is your guest? Who do you? Okay, so you're the person that
Hello, Wesley.
That's Wesley.
Hey, Wesley.
Yes.
Now,
Hey, how are you guys?
good. What's going on there right now that's really stands out from the Indianapolis Comic Con as opposed to Tampa Comic Con?
There's not really a huge difference between the two.
Yeah.
It's the same company, Imaginarium Agency runs both. This year we have Val Kilmer, Nichelle Nichols, Carrie
Val Kilmer
Hayes
was
from
Batman, you know that,
Walking
right?
Dead.
yes, he was Batman.
Got a bunch of actors and actresses. I sell photo ops tickets, so beyond that, I don't really know what else is going on.
Are you going to get me? You got to get me a picture of Val Kilmer and say, have him, to Maverick.
I'm sure
To Maverick.
I'm sure he's done that once or twice.
You think he's done that?
Yeah, like, he totally never gets that, I'm sure.
Oh, really? You're messing
He
with me
wasn't
again,
here
aren't
today,
you?
though. He'll be here tomorrow.
Really?
So what are your plans, or not, I shouldn't say your plans, but what are the plans for the Comic-Con this whole weekend? How's it going to work out? It's today, tomorrow, and Sunday, correct?
Yes, today, tomorrow, and Sunday. The exhibition hall just closed today, but there's still panels and things going on until probably midnight, I think.
Yeah,
It goes late.
Something's always going on. It's pretty cool. There's like speed dating.
Yeah.
That's really fun.
Wait. They have Comic-Con speed dating?
Did you just say Comic-Con speed dating?
Yes,
Yeah.
speed dating. I haven't
Oh,
done
yeah.
it myself.
No, me neither.
Bree,
Maybe I'll
Bree,
look
did you get footage?
I hope you got footage of Comic-Con
footage
speed
of the
dating.
Comic-Con speed
That's
dating?
got
'Cause
to
that
be
has gotta be
the
the greatest
funniest thing I've ever even
I
thought
want to
of
see people in
heard.
cosplay speed dating. That has got to be amazing.
I'm sure it is. I haven't seen it yet, but a couple years ago in Tampa, a couple met in speed dating. And the following year, he proposed to her, and then the year after that, they got married at Comic-Con.
That's
That-
amazing, actually. That's great
Funny.
to hear love found everywhere,
Right?
So that's awesome.
pretty awesome.
Now, with Sunday being Easter Sunday, is there any kind of like Easter egg hunt or anything going on?
They're doing Easter egg hunts for kids. There is going to be some lucky gentleman running around in a bunny suit. And I think
Why
that
is
there's
there
going
gonna
to
be
be
a
a bunch of bunny rabbit ears that everybody gets to wear
Did you say?
on Sunday.
You said bunny rabbit ears?
Yes.
Bunny rabbit ears. If I was to have bunny rabbit ears, magically
Yeah, we
appear.
wear rabbit ears all day on Sunday.
Like our own Comic-Con right
We
here.
have our own Comic-Con
our own
right here
Comic-Con
for
going right
Magic
here in the
Bunny
studio
rabbit
now.
ears. You saw how they just appeared out of the air too, right? That's amazing.
I don't think she can see us.
Oh, she
No,
can.
I can't see you
Yeah,
guys.
she can only see them in there.
That whole illusion is
Did
gone.
the whole joke, and I ruined the whole joke because you can't see it.
He had. We'll explain it, and it ruins the whole thing. But he had somebody from Offset throw him rabbit ears right as you said that. So it's supposed to be this big, it's supposed to be this big, great thing,
That's
but
perfect.
he didn't realize that you.
Actually,
couldn't see him.
it's one of our sponsors, Space Age Signs. They came by today, and they brought us all
They got us
Easter baskets.
Come on,
Come on. They won't come on. So I got my
right.
TPD take a pop down.
That's awesome. Look at that.
Sweet.
I got a yo-yo.
There's Fun Dip in here.
There's
Fun Dip.
Alan, I got a.
Fruit snacks.
Oh, I got police cars.
I
Oh,
wanna
there's Fun
snort-
Dip
I wanna
and fruit
snort Fun
snacks
Dip later.
and Airheads.
Rocket stomp.
Look at that. Look, Space Age Signs.
Okay, Bree, sorry
Great.
about that. We got all excited about the Easter basket.
Okay.
Fun Dip
Easter
on here
basket.
in Sunshine.
So, now you do this one, you do Tampa Bay Comic Con, and what's the third one?
San Francisco.
San Francisco. Now I'm gonna
San
put
Francisco is in September.
I'm going to put you on the spot. Which one is your favorite?
Tampa.
Oh wow, that was
It's
quick
the
as answer.
biggest one. It's the most popular one. It's where the agency is based out of. It's been running the longest, I believe, too. Indiana, this is the fourth year. San Francisco had its very first year last year, and Tampa is on year 7 or 8, maybe.
And Tampa is just way more beautiful than Indiana than San Francisco, in my opinion.
There's a lot more to do in Tampa.
There's
That's
corn
awesome.
in Indiana.
Now here's the thing. There's one more great thing about the Tampa Bay Comic Con. It runs right through my birthday on July 29th. So it's awesome that everybody comes around to celebrate my birthday. It's an amazing thing to have the entire city of Tampa, people in costume, just to celebrate my day of birth. It's pretty amazing.
That
am
is. And
self-promoting
the
my
bunch of
birthday.
parties
Every
are
fan
right
better
around
remember
Why
July.
don't you just throw a GoFundMe my birthday account up there so people can send you
No
stuff?
one get Vince a thing
Oh,
for
Vince Con.
at
People are
all.
awful. I'm turning
VinceCon.
35. This is a big year.
I will get everyone who doesn't get
It's the last
Vince a
big year
birthday
till 40.
present, I'll give them a birthday present.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Whoa, hey, get his car sick
Earthquake.
over there.
I was not ready for that, but that's okay. I gotta say, Wesley, you look like Chris Tucker in Fifth Element, and that's awesome.
Is that your gimmick? Are you Chris Tucker in Fifth Element? They're playing that in the big screen again. Did you know
Yes,
that?
2
They
days.
are.
2 days.
Is Cinema 6 going to do that?
She's gonna try and get that. The problem is it's Fathom Events, and Fathom Events tends to lean towards AMC's only. But she is still contacting them to try to get it. It's May 7th and May 14th. The 2 days they're
Yeah.
gonna release it. And
May the
that's
4th is
that's
a
it's
Thursday.
a top 5 movie for me. The great thing too is not only are they gonna replay it, it's gonna be digitally remastered to 4K.
Oh.
Yes.
Afterwards,
And there's going to be a super special movie preview during that movie as well, I think.
at the end of the movie, they're going to play, I think it's about a 15, 20-minute preview of the new movie by Luke Benson called Valerium, and there's a whole long title that I don't know.
That looks awesome.
But that looks amazing. Anything he does, I would definitely go see. Because again, Fifth Element, to me, one of the greatest movies of all time. It has-
Okay, my ones I could watch all the time and I fall asleep to, and you guys are gonna laugh at me. One of my favorite movies to fall asleep to is Fifth Element. My second one is Blade Runner. I
love
can
Blade
fall
Runner.
asleep to Blade Runner almost every night.
Yeah.
Saving Private Ryan, I can fall asleep to that one all the time.
That's just wrong.
You know what I'm saying? You could it's like the movies I've watched so many times. I can just I don't have to, but they're peaceful. And any Pirates of the Caribbean.
Nothing's more peaceful than Saving Private Ryan. Nothing's more peaceful
Do
than
you fall
getting
asleep to
shot
that
dead.
alien chick singing in Fifth Element?
Yes.
That is an
Oh,
amazing
you
thing.
wouldn't-
And somebody just recently did that at a concert over in Japan.
Really?
And
Yes,
they
I saw that.
nailed
It's
it.
beautiful.
Oh, it brought me to tears. I was like, holy crap. That whole thing was amazing. And I remember there's actually a controversy in that movie. The woman who was the actress who was the diva
Right.
thought it was going to be her voice on the movie, and they hired an operatic singer to sing over her.
Right.
And
Oh, wow.
she was not told till the movie was released, and she actually ended up suing Luke Benson and the company. She lost because, again, that's film. I mean,
Right.
nowhere in her contract did they say they had to use it. But yeah, it was a big controversy. And to this day, she won't go to any events or anything because of it.
That happened in My Fair Lady. My Fair Lady, yes.
Yep.
With Audrey Hepburn, they didn't use her voice in any of the singing parts. They hired somebody to sing her bit.
sing.
Well, Audrey
I mean,
Hepburn had no
Audrey
pull
Hepburn
even back then
singing's
during
like,
My Fair
listen to
Lady.
me.
She could have made some changes if she wanted. She could have actually hurt that director had she really wanted to. Audrey Hepburn had pull back then.
Yeah,
Like she was
Oh,
one of
yeah.
those people that she could just
Yeah.
speak up and be like, "Yeah, I don't want him working anymore," and they'd have been like, "Yeah, he's not working anymore." But the lady
She
from
could have. I don't know whatever happened with it though.
I don't know, it's probably part of that cat's meow. She probably ended up on that boat. Somebody got killed. Who knows?
Yeah. Well.
That's how Hollywood worked back then. I mean, George Reeves was killed, so you know.
So what time do you guys? What time did you guys open up today?
The show started at noon. We got here around 9 and started getting everything set up. Tomorrow we get here at 8. Doors open at 9, and we'll be running until after 6.
That's
Wow.
a long day. So do you?
What about Sunday?
And a Dodge Cheney?
Sunday is 10 to 6. I think it's 10 to 6 on Sunday.
You know they have fried brain sandwiches in Indiana. If you want to bring me back one, I'd love it.
They have fried what sandwiches?
Fried brain sandwiches.
Brain?
Yeah,
Right.
he didn't stutter. He means that.
What's that look for? No, they're good.
Like I've never had that.
See?
This local.
That's it. Fifth Element can have it. He'd be like, yeah, this would be good. No.
At the same time, I'm not surprised you would have something like that.
Right? Yeah.
So what is the craziest outfit you've seen there so far today?
I've seen some furries, and those are always uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, why
No
is
signs
that?
that say they yiff though, thank God.
How many pandas?
That was Gary Sargent.
No pandas. Somebody was dressed as Big 6 or Big 8 from Big Hero 6.
Baymax. Baymax.
Baymax, yes.
Baymax.
Yep, somebody had the Baymax costume. We've
Honestly,
seen.
Honestly, that's a great cosplay, but actually a super easy one. Because you can get a lot of those inflatable suits. You just do it right with a white one, and you just paint it correctly. Actually, it wouldn't be that hard to do.
Right. Well, he
inflatable
bought this one. This was an actual Baymax thing.
Really?
It's pretty. It would be.
That's
pretty.
insane.
Now, have you seen any? Has there been anybody that's it just like it really looks like they just threw it together on the way to the show? Like any cosplay? You're just
There
like,
was somebody holding a sign that said cosplay repair written on cardboard. And then there's a bunch of people. I actually see 2 people walking the other way right now, just wearing Halo.
Put them on.
You hold them out. They just literally walk by.
Yeah, they really did.
Turn the camera. Turn the camera. Turn the camera.
No, they walked
Yeah,
away.
they're like, how do you now? They might hear this.
Do they
might
sell
not come
alcohol
to this.
there?
I believe they do because there was some drunk guy rearranging our line saying that he worked here, but I think he works with the convention center, but he was trashed.
You don't hear what she's saying. She's
No,
saying there's some drunk guy rearranging our line saying that he worked there. But he was liquored up.
Oh, he was. He was super
Huddle had that
shitty.
idea, remember?
Yeah.
When we were down there, and he was like, "Let's rearrange our lines. Just tell them we work here."
Yeah,
no.
the guy in the big
Oh, there was
Huey
somebody
outfit
with a
works
chair
there.
on their head. Somebody had a chair on their head.
Oh, I
Do
think
any
hair.
of you know
Like, a lot
what
of people have
show or
hair.
anime? They have a black hood thing and a chair on their head.
A chair
Dylan?
on their head.
Dylan, that's a Dylan
I
question.
know there's a comic book character where the guy's got a giant carrot for a head, and one of his villains is a giant chair head.
Maybe.
That might have been it. It's an old comic.
It might have been.
It was like
Neil
80s,
saw him
90s.
once.
See, we're lucky.
Yeah.
Enough, we're lucky enough. We're always cosplay here. We got the guy from.
Yeah, sure. We have Walter White here.
Walter
all the time.
White. I learned that joke ever.
What's the other one you call him? From the Outlanders? You call John?
Oh, Dougal McKenzie.
Dougal McKenzie.
McKenzie.
Dougal McKenzie from Outlanders.
Yeah.
So
You see, I had to grow
we
up.
have one guy doing 2
You don't
cosplays
see.
at the same
She
time.
doesn't see. She doesn't see. She can't see us. I would
Yeah,
say.
you keep doing stuff.
I
And,
can't.
I had to grow a beard because everybody else had a beard here, and I felt like out of place when I walked in.
yeah, even Christina has
Well,
one.
but I have a
It's a
beard.
red beard too. It's cool.
Well, get on it, Bree.
Get on it. Eat some pepper. My grandfather
No,
used to say
okay.
that. He said if you ate pepper, you would grow hair. I eat pepper all the time. I'm hairless. It's not good.
Yeah.
Because you're Chinese.
I don't
It
even.
is-
There's so
it
many
is.
comments I
It's
want to make, but I'm
honest.
not going to. 'Cause
A lot of the kids here have really awesome costumes too, like younger kids.
These,
Yeah,
It's pretty
Young
awesome.
kids have been doing it.
Yeah.
Did you happen to see a video that was shared on my Facebook page, Bree, about a guy who had 2 kids on a leash at a Comic-Con, and they were all zombies? Those
Yes,
kids were
I
like,
saw that.
those kids were like,
Awesome.
those kids were like 4 and 6, and they were
Yeah.
so committed to the part.
okay, so
Oh my
you tell them I
God.
gotta tell you a nephew joke.
Uh-oh,
Or
there's a nephew
story.
joke coming.
I have a nephew, right? My nephews
Yeah.
are little. I have little nephews. I have them they're 5 and 8. Well, the 8-year-old was playing zombie with the 5-year-old, and ran up and bit the 5-year-old on the face and took out a chunk of face. 22 stitches later.
Oh my goodness.
And
Oh.
so they were like, "What were you doing?" He was like, Well, Daddy watches the zombie show, so I was playing zombie with Bill. And
Yeah, there's no more Walking Dead in that house.
yeah, Bill lost.
There's no more Walking Dead in that
Oh,
house.
you want to talk about a beating at a house?
Oh,
That was
God.
a good time. I keep on touching Tommy T, too. It's like, hey, we're going to talk it out later.
It's
Anyway.
all right.
Oh, and we have Michelle Nichols from Star Trek, so there was a bunch of Star Trek cosplay today.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yes,
She's amazing.
Very awesome. And Photo Ops has the most colorful hair employees of everybody, because I've got all mine, and Wesley has his. Our manager has orange hair. Our other assistant has red and blue hair, and somebody else has purple and pink hair.
Just take a
We are
picture
the
of all
most
you bent over of just your hairs.
It's like a bag of Skittles on your
Just our
head.
hairs.
Yeah, it could be the bag of Skittles hairs.
Oh my
We'll
god.
try to do that. I actually found somebody dropped a whole bag of Skittles in front of our ticket sales booth today. It was really awesome and gross.
They were trying to bribe you guys. They're like,
Yeah.
there you go.
Our guests are
Right.
miserable because they can't hear words they're
I know.
saying.
Sorry, I'm not that miserable. I can see her face. It's pretty
a-
cute, so I don't mind staring at her face. That's all right.
It's all good.
It's better if
all
she doesn't
good.
talk for me, actually, if I just see her face.
And then you're like, it's the best relationship I've ever been in.
Beer and Sunshine, ladies and gentlemen, 8 to 9 on Friday nights.
Yeah. I don't like talkers either.
Bree, why don't you talk about your new show?
My new show, I am streaming on Twitch on Mondays from 6 to 7 to 8. Streaming on Twitch with Lexi
7
Confetti's.
to 8.
Yes, 6 to 7 to 8.
Right? Yeah, totally. 7 to 8.
6 to 7 to 8.
Lexi
7
Confetti's
to 8.
one-time hour of blood bullets and bitrate.
All right. So-
I had a blast this past week playing Call of Duty Ghosts and whooping my friend Derek. Sometimes he whoops me more.
I can dare leak my own.
So
box.
how
Thank you
did
very
your
much.
boy toy like being on the show? Because I saw that he was actually on it.
Okay, yeah, you
He
didn't
enjoyed it.
Okay, so first of all, I thought you two were married, and you guys aren't
No.
married.
No.
And you guys sort of just pulled that all off. We thought you two were married, which I thought was hilarious the other day when I was like, when I saw you guys were going camping, I'm like, wait, they're not married. I'm like, what
No.
happened there? Yeah.
You have to
No.
be married to go camping?
Not yet.
Well,
We've only
it
been together a
depends on
year and a
what state.
half.
It's unfortunate because I'm pretty sure we've referenced the fact that calling them married at some point.
Yeah, we've called him married more than once.
Yeah, we've
on
called-
the
That's okay.
show. So
And he put it over
Well, how
too.
long?
He was
How
like,
long have you guys been
"Hey."
together? How long have you guys been together?
A little over a year and a half.
Oh, I was gonna say, I can't forget how young y'all are.
How old are you?
She's 28.
She's 28.
Yeah.
How old are you?
28. Hey, I think
35.
you skipped 1 week asking me that.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, you asked me that all
You know
the
why,
time.
don't you? Every time I get here, the first thing they do is like, "Hey, do you want something to drink?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fat. Sure I do." and then I'm like, because I've been working
Yes.
all day.
Yes.
And they kill me with it.
That's it's all our fault that Gary forgets how old you are.
Look, okay,
I'm drinking a V8, dude.
he's drinking a V8. He's got a Red Bull, and I'm empty. I'm bottomed out.
You're
I'm not
empty.
even doing anything. But I did have.
Yeah, I'm going to drink some beer after this. We actually, Indiana just started serving Yangling 3 weeks ago.
Are
Oh,
you
that's
kidding
cool.
me?
Yes, I can hear you.
3 weeks ago, that's it. So that was super exciting. And our hotel, because it's brand new, is doing a beer special, so it's cheaper than $7 for a single freaking beer.
I know you're in Indiana. Do they have Uber up there? Because I know they're kind of backwards.
Oh yeah,
They do?
definitely over. Yeah.
Is your pseudo hubby up there with you?
No, he's not. He is home still working on a roof.
He's home working on a roof, putting a list together and sharpening and honing his rifle skills because we were like telling everybody that they're not married.
Yeah,
That's what he's doing.
he's like, great.
He's like,
Right.
he's like,
No, he's probably up on the roof as we speak.
really?
Yep.
Don't let
Yeah,
him
they're
jump.
hoping to get peel and stick down today and torch down this weekend.
Don't let him jump. Say, hey,
yeah,
don't jump.
I did the roofing thing as a summer job in high school.
I mean, we don't know. He could
Never
absolutely
again.
be watching from the roof.
Never
He
again.
could be watching from the roof.
He could be like Chris Farley in Black Sheep up on the roof trying to get signal.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm trying to he's like, I can watch it. I go,
It's not too far of a fall, at least.
Her boyfriend's up on the roof trying to
So,
fix the roof, and they're not watching.
The
That's
thing
why we're
is,
making
I feel bad if he does fall because we didn't get footage of it. But no,
Yeah,
like,
that'd be a
please
good
don't
photo,
fall.
wouldn't
Please be
it?
careful if
Wouldn't that
if
be
you
a
are
good
watching. Be careful. Don't fall.
Yes.
Don't
I
fall.
did get a video this morning of everybody mad rushing into Comic-Con this morning. I'll have to uplink that to Facebook for you guys.
Was it like
that'd be great.
was it like Black Friday Russian?
No, it wasn't that good. They were expecting a huge turnout today because it's Good Friday and I guess kids aren't in school today.
Yeah, and
I didn't
people are
know
off
that
work.
was a thing.
Some people are off work too.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, a lot of people that work for the government are
Although
off
I think
work
my
today.
kids
So
went to
now
school.
I figured out why
Fast
a
food
275 is
Did they not go to school?
backed
I see
up
some. I don't
forever.
know.
Because all the government workers
'Cause I'm an
back up
attentive father.
275 because they don't know how to drive.
It is really,
Catholic,
I
Catholic,
work
Catholic,
we are
Catholic.
we are terrible people, by the way.
Yeah.
Because it's like,
Why are we
was it
terrible
like,
people?
Was it like Black Friday bad? Where like we're punching people, and flipping people out of the way? No, it wasn't that good.
Was it
Oh.
Hey, let me tell you about Black Friday. I worked at Walmart through 2 Black Fridays. I watched a woman get stamped to death, it's trampled to death, and I watched a guy pull an Uzi and shoot 7 people. So
Whoa!
That was just in the parking
yeah,
lot.
that was fun times at Walmart.
I'm not
Don't
gonna
ask me
lie.
about
That was over a TV. I want to say was the guy who shot, and then the woman got trampled over a TV, and then the guy shot over some video game system. I forgot which one it was. I think it was a Wii.
And don't even
That's
ask about white people.
ridiculous.
Hey, well, yeah. Hey, and I'm not telling you, but hey, I'm just saying one thing. You can go to Cinema 6, and you ain't got to worry about nobody shooting you there. I'm just saying.
No,
West Chapel.
no, because they take care of you there.
When you said stamped to that, I totally thought you meant like with the "Have a nice day" stamp. Yeah,
Yeah,
just like some woman just going on stamping her face over and over again. Ha ha!
The Walmart greeter had enough. He's like, "You're gonna give me a receipt when you bring your returns."
So I just saw a Deadpool Spartan walk by.
And you're not,
Why judge the
we're not the camera. Wait, I'm looking at you. I see you all the time. I want to see the Spartans. You're supposed
see
to
him?
go do an interview
Go
with
chase him
somebody.
down.
Go do an interview with somebody. Go do an
Go
interview.
chase him down.
Go chase him
Far
down
away.
and say, do an interview with me. I'm Lexi Confetti. I got my own show.
Wesley's gonna go grab him. I'm gonna stay here because I have things.
Wesley, be gentle. Don't grab him hard.
Wes-
What's her
Wesley.
show about? What is her show about?
Her show is Lexi Confetti's Fun Time Hour of Blood, Bullets, and Bit Rates. And what it is, it's a Twitch is a website where you can stream your gameplay and talk as you play your games.
Yeah.
So she's here in the studio playing. Did you play Ghosts? Call of Duty Ghosts?
Yes.
So she was playing Call of Duty Ghost. So her and the pseudo hubby were here on the couch, and you get shots of the gameplay and shots of her playing the game and whatnot. And you guys went for like 2 hours last time, right?
Yeah, a little over an hour and a half, I think.
Hour and a half?
And Deadpool Spartan like disappeared after he walked past the escalators.
Played some video.
Yeah.
She's like a
Deadpool,
ninja.
Spartan, and a ninja. Flawless.
Apparently it's a ninja.
We had a
Ninja.
from Teen Titans doing gender bending. The skinniest dude I've ever seen in my entire life was painted orange, wearing a thing. And then
Well, I'm glad you
Raven, is that the girl with the purple cape?
Yeah, yeah.
that was the dude also. That was kind of interesting. He was the skinniest
Wait,
dude
there
I've
was
ever
somebody
seen.
that was a girl, but they were a guy.
It was a guy. They were
Yeah.
they gender swapped the roles.
Oh.
Yeah.
So these characters that are typically female were played by males.
Oh.
Except
That
for
must have been the weirdest start.
That happens a lot here in both directions.
yeah.
Oh, I just like to refer
I've
to
seen
them
that at
as
different
the
Comic Cons.
genders.
They did the gender bending. It happens a lot more where
Genders.
women will dress as male characters, such as like you'll see instead of a Batgirl, you'll see like the Dark Knight Batman
Oh,
suit.
here's Baymax. I found Baymax.
Oh,
You
where's
see him?
Baymax? I see him.
Oh.
It looks like Gary in all white. I've been so mean to Gary today.
You have.
I have. I've
He
been
has
awful.
messed with me all day. He texts me today. He texted me one time today, and he's like, "Hey, don't show up tonight." And I'm like, "What?" He goes, "There's a fire because Pasco, half of Pasco County's on fire. Yeah, they shut down all the roads around the building." And I'm like, "What?" And then I'm like driving, and I'm like, "I got to turn stuff in." And he goes, "Oh no, they fixed it." And so I'm driving in, and he's like, "Yeah, he's done that stuff to me all day today."
He goes,
Stop.
he's sitting down and he goes, "Man, you guys are killing me." I go, "No, diabetes is killing you."
Yeah, told me diabetes was killing me. I go, "Hey," I go, "Can I have?" I'm like, "What are you eating?" Because I didn't eat today. So he has this bowl, right? And he goes, and he gives me the bowl, and he goes, "You can have that." He goes, "But you probably want this." And I go, "Why? What's that?" And he goes, "It's 3-week-old ham salad."
Yeah.
He tried to give me 3-week-old ham salad.
I, in fairness, warned him ahead of time.
I just imagine Gary texting Vince every
Get
now
out
and
of the
then,
trash
just
right now
like,
like you
Vince,
did
I
with
really
Kim.
value our friendship.
Yeah.
Gary, actually, in all fairness, Gary will text me every now and go, "Hey." I'm like, "Hey." He's like, "I
Hey.
haven't talked to you in a while." I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Love you." I'm like, "Love you too."
Or I just text him, "Hey," and then he'll text me back, "Hey," and I'm like, "Hey,"
That's-
and he'll text back, Yeah?
And normally-
No, text it again.
and normally I'm up, till 1, 2, 3 in the morning because I don't sleep. Thanks, VA. But Gary, last night he's like, so he needed to actually talk to somebody for it was an actual, not like an emergency, but it was something it was urgent.
Yeah.
So he texts me and he's like, dude, call me. He called me. I actually passed out last night, so I was out at 9 o'clock. And so he's like, you don't love me anymore? What the heck is going on? And I'm all like, dude, I was sleeping. He's like, you're not supposed to be sleeping.
I'm up. It's 11:30 at night. Why are you not up?
So that was the fun of that. But
That's
That's
what he
awesome.
called me.
Yeah.
Did you guys see the video of a horse attacking a gator?
Yes.
Apparently that happened in Florida.
yes, there was a couple of horses. These people were off their horses. They were the horses went into this tall grass for a little bit.
Right.
When they came back out, there was a gator going across the walkway, the trail.
Right?
So the other horses were like, we're going to stay back. And one horse is like, I got this, hold my beer. And he's walking up. He's like, I got this. And the horse walks up. All the people are sitting there. And instead of telling the horse, no, don't walk up to the gator, they're like, quick, get our phones out.
Right? Let's do
They're like,
I did that when it was on fire the other day.
Yeah, Gary pulls off the side of the expressway.
out there
He's on the expressway, and he's just like, look, it's on fire. I'm like, dude, get to work. We're waiting on you to get here. And he's like, but it's on fire.
There's one deputy. The whole road's on fire. And there's one deputy with this little bitty fire extinguisher. And it's like the whole road's blocked off. And he's out there. And I got a fire extinguisher and a shovel in the back of my car too, just in case.
And you didn't go help?
No, he didn't.
He just said that out loud.
Yeah, he just straight. I'm like, dude, stop roasting marshmallows and get to work. But so the horse walks up to the gator and he's looking at it, and then he steps on its tail, and that gator snaps around and takes 2 bites at it. They never actually bit the horse, but the horse peed himself and jumped straight back. I've never seen horses are not supposed to be able to move all 4 limbs up at once. They're designed that when they run, there's actually parts where they're never touching the ground when they run so fast, but it's because everything moves independently. All 4 legs went, ah! And that horse went, ah! And you hear it go, ah! The horse literally made that. I didn't know horses could make that sound. And the horse goes, ah!
The most terrified neigh of all.
Oh my God. It literally peed itself, because you're going to see if a horse pees. And it just straight pees. So it looks like it rocketed itself with urine, the way it jumped back, and jumped back, and the gator's like, and what? And just strutted off. And the other horse is looking at him like, you idiot. It's like, it's always you, Billy. It's always you. Sorry, Billy, by the way. I didn't mean that. I meant horse Billy, not Beer and Sunshine Billy.
Okay.
Not Billy that got his face bitten.
And not that Billy either. There's a lot of Billies that just, oh. We'll say Bruce. How about Bruce? We'll call him Bruce.
Like my dad would say, that boy ain't right. He's a little afflicted.
And then,
Did you drive
and then
up to
years later, he
Indianapolis,
made it
or
a
did you
shirt
fly?
company, Affliction. Oh, yeah. Did you?
How did you get up there?
We flew, or I flew.
You flew on
West
United?
Limits here.
Hey, listen, that's where that all broke down in Chicago to Lexington. Don't listen. They tell you get off the plane. Don't fall to the ground and scream. Fall to the ground and scream.
Did you hear what Delta's going to do in response to that?
What's that?
If they have to bump you off a flight, they're going to give you 10 grand.
No way.
That's
They're
Delta's
gonna give you
response.
what?
10 grand.
I know
10
what
grand. Flying.
the most packed flight.
Did you hear about the family that kept bumping their flight and bumping their flight and bumping their flight, and they ended up making $11,000 because they were like, "Hey, you can bump our flight."
Well, now Delta's going to give 10 grand per person. I'm going to.
Listen,
I just need to go find.
I'm
one
literally just going.
flight.
I'm literally going to save up 3 months' pay, go buy a crap ton of tickets, and then just let them bump all my flights, and I'll be a rich man. And I won't even fight, and I won't try to sell sex for drugs like some Asian doctor who gets beat up on a flight. Jackass.
So flying,
In all fairness,
Delta's
that
now
guy-
a lottery system.
I know it's a lottery system now, but literally that guy, like, it's not right what they did.
Right.
But at the same time, he was against the law. Like, if you're told to get off a flight, it's a federal. You have to get off.
Right.
And he was also
Right.
resisting arrest of a federal officer. At the same
Yep.
time, a better person that couldn't have got his ass kicked.
They
Was there
didn't need to deck
a
him.
movie on your flight?
A better person couldn't have got his ass kicked.
Was there a movie on your flight?
No, I flew Southwest, the cattle herding flight.
She's lucky to have a
airline.
seat on her flight. She flew
I
Southwest.
flew Southwest. I flew Southwest.
You're lucky that wasn't
Southwest
standing
to
room only.
Seattle. To Seattle.
I did
Cattle
too.
herding airline.
I did too.
With the Arizona indoor football team all around. So we all 300 pounders were like this the whole flight, right? And we get done, and the lady goes, "Oh," she goes, "I forgot you guys are back here. We had like 6 seats up front that were empty." And I was like, "Are you kidding
Well,
me?"
you guys are warm.
Yeah, 8 hours. Like this.
I flew from here to Denver on a Southwest flight, and then another Southwest flight from Denver to Seattle. And my God, you want to talk about the
Worst
most
flight you ever been
uncomfortable.
on?
Worst, yeah.
The flight wasn't too bad. I actually got to watch the pilot episode for Good
I
Behavior.
was falling out
That's
of the
good.
sky,
Which
for
was
sure, but I don't know
awesome.
what airline it was. What's that one? Was that Allegiant? Allegiant's pretty bad. I used to fly Allegiant.
Oh, Allegiant's aren't they shut down now?
$49. $49.
Are
though,
they
it's
shut?
Allegiant.
Aren't they shut down now?
No, they're still.
I think
still
they're
up?
still
Yeah.
Are they?
around.
$49. You can fly anywhere, Allegiant. You're like, listen, I need to go to Tokyo. Yeah, that's $49.95 because you're gonna have to check a bag. $49.95 to Tokyo.
The worst flight I ever had was definitely a Southwest flight. Best flight I ever had was a Delta flight. When we flew back, we did all our training. We did a big month-long training event down in Yuma, Arizona. We flew down there on a
310?
Southwest flight. They flew Army guys in full gear
Was it
on a
310?
Southwest. What?
Was it 310 to Uma?
No, it wasn't 310. It was like actually
Isn't it
it
a
might have been
train?
around 310 in the morning. But then on the way back, they flew us. We got to wear our civvies on the way back, and we got to fly Delta. And on Delta on the way back, we got full dinner. Any movie we wanted to watch. There was games on the thing. Like there was a screen on the back of our thing. I'm like, this is the greatest thing.
I remember best flight.
I could
ever.
actually
When I was a
recline.
little kid, I think it was American Airlines, and they gave me a Snickers bar. I remember eating a Snickers bar and like a really good hot meal, but
It's after
that hasn't happened in forever. That was the 70s.
Christina, you've not said much at all. What about you? Considering you're Canadian, I'm sure you've flown several places.
you're Canadian?
What is your best flight?
No, she walks.
Because she walks.
The greatest
Dylan
movie
says
of
you just
all time
walk
came from
everywhere.
Canada, don't you know
No,
that?
I don't walk everywhere. I don't know. I've never. I would say I've had some pretty good experiences and pretty bad ones because Billy and I used to have to travel back and forth when we first met, and I was coming down actually for our wedding, and it was wintertime, and I thought, oh man, getting out of Nova Scotia is going to be a problem. We had fantastic weather, wasn't a problem. It was the first time in like forever that they had a snowstorm and an ice storm in Raleigh, and the whole city of Raleigh was shut down for the whole weekend, and I couldn't get in.
Wow.
So that was, well, it was good and bad because there was a TV crew, and they heard what had happened, so they interviewed me, and when they interviewed me, one of the hotels at the airport said, well, we're going to give you a free room. So I got the free room, and then like I got
I'd be hitting the mini bar like a
I know, and then I got bumped up like different flights, and then finally they were like, we have to fly you to Toronto because the storm that was in Raleigh is now coming to Nova Scotia, and if you don't get out of Nova Scotia, you're not going to get anywhere. So I went to Toronto, and I got to stay at a hotel for free there. And then when I finally got here, all the snow had disappeared.
Wow.
Yeah, or to Raleigh, all the snow had disappeared, and Billy picked me up and we're driving, and it looked like something out of a Mad Max movie because there was like car parts and abandoned cars and stuff everywhere. It was like, how much snow did you get? It was like, this much.
Wow.
Well, I remember it's funny because like in the Army, you get bases all have different setups. If it snows a certain amount, they shut it down. Like up in Washington State, which you would think snows a lot, it actually doesn't get a ton of snow. At 6 inches, they shut the post down. And we got 8 inches one time for a week, so I got a week off. It was quite nice. But there's Fort Drum, New York, which is in it's upstate New York.
Yeah.
They have an
Near
18-inch
Messina.
rule. They will not shut down the post until 18 inches of snow. They still shut down for a minimum of 3 weeks a year because they're over the 18-inch mark for at least 3 weeks, if not. A lot of
They
times
get
it's
that
6
lake,
weeks.
they get that lake snow effect, and that's what it does, and it just kills them.
Well, that's like that's one of the reasons I loved Washington so much because it didn't get all that They don't get blizzards. They don't get that crazy snow like it does up in the Northeast. That's
Right.
insane. That weather coming off of there, off the Atlantic and everything, and then the lakes and everything, that combination just it drenches it up there.
Okay.
Yeah, my
so,
mom's from Buffalo, and she gets it. It used to be crazy growing up. She's so glad she lives in Florida now. She's not going back.
see, that's funny. I just thought it was interesting that you guys flew up there after the whole United thing, but
Well,
it
actually,
is
real
what
quick,
it is.
Wesley,
Everybody's joking about it. Everybody around us, everybody's sitting down, the entire airline, and then
Hasn't Southwest released like tweets or something?
oh yeah, they've
We beat our competitors, not you.
yeah
Other airlines, we don't have to beat you.
Yeah.
But I think it was fake.
I don't
no,
know.
I hope
it was
That's
it's from their
That's their Twitter profile
it's from their verified Twitter account.
Their
Was it
owner is
really?
amazing.
Yeah.
Their owner rides
Yeah,
a
he doesn't-
Harley to
Yeah, he doesn't
work
care.
every day.
Wesley,
Drinks wild
I have a
turkey.
question for Wesley.
Yes.
Do you only work the Indianapolis Comic Con, or do you come down for Tampa and go out to San Francisco?
Yeah, I did last year. Yeah, hopefully I'll be moving to LA, so in a bad way, I won't be for Tampa and San Francisco this year, but I did last year.
My buddy runs.
So you're not coming down for my birthday, is what you're saying?
No.
I mean, I was there last year. You didn't see me.
Well, no. Last year it started August 2nd. They missed my birthday, so I didn't go. I was upset because they didn't do it.
right.
They didn't plan it right, so I boycotted last year because how dare they? But they can't see you.
Yeah, no.
Gary keeps forgetting that you cannot. He's doing all kinds of faces.
That's right.
But
You're stuck with me.
yeah. I'm sorry.
I'll have to watch the whole video later so I can see all the things you're doing.
He's doing all kinds of stuff, and it's like he's like over here making like talkie sounds or talkie hands with everything else.
I'm doing my super beard imitation. Yada
Yeah,
yada 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 yada.
When they were trying to get everybody out of the exhibition hall tonight, they played NSYNC's Bye Bye Bye.
Yeah,
Which was pretty awesome.
That's awesome. Ooh, the AC just kicked on. We got that fixed. We got that fixed
We
with
got
both
the AC
sides
fixed,
working out,
yeah,
except
so
for
now
now it's
both
rattling like
sides- so
Air is
crazy.
good.
good.
140
Air is
degrees.
good.
So okay, so we're gonna. They can't hear you, by the way. So we're having a problem with that. So I'm translating. Like when you translate for your drunken friend and you just yell louder because you think that's going to help.
So Gary translating is the same as having the smartest guy with Down syndrome in the room do it.
Yeah, it's not working out for me.
Still not
It's
the
not
greatest
working out
time.
for me. It's a nice bus ride, but it's still short. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's all right. It's all good. We're figuring it out.
So, are they gonna go?
No, they don't have to go.
Oh, okay. I thought you said they had to go.
I didn't say they had to
I'm not
go.
paying attention to
Dylan is in your ear, and Dylan didn't say that either.
Oh, okay.
Hi.
Hi, Dylan.
Now I'm just saying stuff.
Hi, Dylan.
What did
How
I
you
just
doing,
sit on?
buddy?
I'm all
Sit on
right.
something.
Okay. So going back to
Dylan, did you figure out who the chairperson was? Did you Google that?
Okay, so I did. The thing
The chairperson.
is the
There's a guy walking
results
around
that
with a chair
came
on
back
his head.
were a lot of like stock and Shutterstock
Like you said, there
photos
was
of
a
animals
character,
sitting
right?
in
Some
chairs.
guy with a chair in his head. There's a character
Until I
that
got
has
to
I can't
one
remember the guy's
character.
name.
something else and something
Chairhead?
See, and I only saw them once today, so I wasn't even able to ask what they were.
His brother's name is
according to
probably
Google
Chesterfield.
And GameSpot is a character called Chairface Chippendale.
Is that an inside joke?
Chairface Chippendale?
Chairface
Yeah.
Chippendale.
What?
And
That sounds awful.
Is he a
was made-
stripper?
He was made common. The Tick versus season 1.
That's what it was. It was on the Tick.
The Tick.
Yeah.
He's one of the villains on the Tick.
Yes, he is.
And his
he
name is what?
The super
Chairface-
villain. Chairface
Chairface Chippendale.
I'll have to look that up and see if that's who it was.
Chippendale's like
I'm
being
gonna
like
try
that
to pull
time
up a
when Chris
photo
Farley
now.
and Patrick
well,
Swayze
Dylan
did it.
can't see
Everybody is working.
Yeah, this is what I was thinking of. So,
And somebody had a
Give me money to
gigantic
watch you.
flip here.
a gigantic toothless?
Yes.
Yeah,
I've seen
from
that.
How to Train Your Dragon.
I could actually write it.
That's
Yeah, I want to have to get a picture on that by the end of the week.
I want to like
Weekend.
toothless.
Wait, you got rides there too?
No, they got a guy there with a
No,
cosplay
you
of a
can
giant,
sit on it and take a
of a
picture.
giant toothless. You can take pictures with him. Toothless, the dragon from How to Train Your Dragon.
Right.
I want to take a picture with Toothless.
She's got a mini dragon.
Me too.
Doesn't
Yeah.
Spitfire.
She does.
I wish
And
you
then
would
somebody
interview
else had
some of
a
the
booth.
cosplayers.
Yeah, you
Set
should
up.
interview
I know,
some of
like,
the
printed.
cosplayers.
I can try, but tomorrow's going to be super busy. I can try on Sunday and I'll see what I
Why
can
don't you
do.
try now and say, listen, I am Lexi Confetti and cut a promo on like you're Ric Flair.
And tell her to be,
There's-
be like,
well,
Bullyish.
There's
like triumphant
guest
insult cosplayers.
cosplayers,
Yeah.
but the official cosplayers that are here, they left at 6.
Yeah, they're gone.
Oh, just go grab anybody that's still there.
And somebody in a costume.
Yeah,
Grab somebody in a
that doesn't
costume.
it doesn't have to be the
The
official
next
one.
really awesome costume that walks by will grab them.
Okay, good.
No, cheesy's even better. Find somebody that's all
better.
cheesed up. And if they can hear me, listen, you find me somebody to interview.
Grab a
Find me,
Gary's been there.
find me somebody to interview. I want to interview
I
somebody.
gotta see if I can
that's
find the
there.
photos of him as Baby Huey. Because 2 years ago we were at Tampa Bay Comic-Con with him as Baby Huey.
And he got
in a
surrounded by the
diaper.
police.
Yeah, I want to see pictures of that.
Oh my
Surrounded by
God.
the police. Like
Yes.
they followed us, and then one of them turned around and went, "Oh, that's Gilkey."
Yeah.
And they laughed.
Yeah, they were literally following us, thinking like, "We got to get this guy out of here." Like, this is way too much, and then they realized who he was. And we were working for He Who Shall Not Be Named radio
Wait,
station.
They found Charlie Sheen.
Just a second.
Oh.
Charlie Sheen.
Did you not find Charlie Sheen?
No.
Charlie
There's
Sheen.
no Charlie Sheen.
Your box is what?
Cartographer? Or?
Kylo Ren.
Kylo Ren?
No. You can't hear me. Come on. Wesley's gonna try and grab him.
Start
Thank you.
throwing pillows and stuff.
Your dad was cool, or just start screaming that. He'll understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're a crybaby like Anakin.
Take action, young grandpa. Do you?
You
I got your Obi-Wan
Kenobi.
Kenobi.
You've got a
Anakin
horse.
only.
Tell him he has a horse face.
I would have absolutely. By the way, speaking of that movie, real quick, I would have loved for Kylo to start walking around in like the desert in that first scene and just go, "I hate sand."
Yeah, just kick it.
Yeah.
Okay,
hate
so
sand.
Lexi, if they can't hear a question I say, just make something up like off the wall, like, do you pre-run your shower before you get in it? Something just crazy like that.
But-
Nothing to do with anything.
Dylan, I got a question for you.
Do
Wouldn't
you
it?
pre-run your shower?
He does.
I go,
Wouldn't
yeah,
it have
'cause I
been
go
great?
food.
Wouldn't it
And I have
have
to
been
go
All right,
great?
here it is.
We got somebody. No, I'll ask you.
We got
Would
somebody.
you like to be interviewed for a YouTube show?
Sure.
Okay.
Well, it's too late. You're
Oh,
already
nice.
here.
Ah, too late. You're already on it. Hey, what's going on?
So
You
I got
can't hear.
I
Can you hear us?
Can you hear us?
Yeah.
All right, fantastic. This is Nerd Talk. We're on nerdtalktv.com. You can always check us out there. We appreciate you guys. We're actually down in the Tampa area, down in Tampa, Florida. Bree, who's right there with you, that's Lexi Confetti. She's one of our hosts, and she's up there in Indianapolis right now. So we got to ask first, before we get started with Gary's questions, I'm going to ask the Staples, what inspired your costume today?
I've always been a big Star Wars fan. Definitely a fan of the dark side. Definitely like to kill Harrison Ford every time I see it.
Fantastic. Now, did you see the Last Jedi trailer that was released today?
No, I have not.
Okay, it was actually released only I'd say about 5 hours ago, so definitely make sure you get a chance to check that out because it looks absolutely amazing. There's a little quick scene of your grandfather's helmet, so you'll want to check that out. Gary, you have a question?
Oh.
Yes. Of all the 4 girls that play in Star Wars, because there's only 4 women in the future,
Me too.
who's the yeah? Who's the hottest?
I mean, Carrie Fisher's always going to be number one. I mean, but Rey's a close second.
And
I would have to agree.
that's
I have to
100% agree.
Good job. Good job.
If there was a right answer, that was it.
Now, the
That
only
was a
problem
good
with that
answer.
is it's kind of creepy that Kylo Ren says his mom is hot.
Yes,
That's a little weird, but, I mean...
You are
know,
in Indiana,
at
and
the
it's
same
next
time,
to Kentucky, which there's proof that
In all fairness, Alan Thicke,
people in Ohio
Alan
have
Thicke,
sex with animals.
Alan Thicke, God rest his soul, used to tell people that his son Robin Thicke was hot and hung like a horse. So, I mean, there's something there. I mean, I guess family can say what they want to say about... No?
No.
I tried to justify it. Yeah, I did.
Pretty
Yeah,
sure
it
the
did.
president wants to bang
But-
his
They
daughter.
can do that in Alabama.
Yeah, Alabama's all over that. So
And the group, too.
I
You are
have to,
insulting this man.
I have to ask: is it hard to see in that mask?
Is it what?
Is it hard to see because it doesn't look like the visionary? I tried one on at Think Geek, and my vision was very limited.
Who's
I lose my peripherals.
Oh God,
Oh, no,
yeah,
that's gotta
I
be
can't. That
terrible.
freaks me out. Like not having peripheral vision. I
Okay,
always think somebody's
who's-
going to come at me.
besides you? Who do you think has had the best costume today? What's the best costume you've seen today?
The best costume I've seen today, Ghostbusters. There are like 3 of them walking around.
Oh, nice,
Really?
awesome, Bree, you're failing us.
Bree, did you even mention those?
Bree, do you
Are
have
you
any
gonna-
shows?
are you hitting
Oh,
up
you
the
can't see. Never mind.
Yeah.
That's good.
Are you going to hit all 3 days of the convention, or are you just doing today?
I'll be here all 3 days.
Are
And
you
where
going to wear
you
the
at?
same costume, or you got other costumes?
I have one other costume, and
Okay.
that's Black Panther.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay, Bree,
You have a
try and find him tomorrow and get some pictures with him as Black Panther so we can run those as well.
Alright.
And Val Kilmer, and you tell Val Kilmer to. Thank you, Maverick.
Oh, God, Gary.
What's Val Kilmer?
It's also a restraining order.
Well, listen, it's third parties. He won't know it's me anymore.
No, and then you're going to get Bree in trouble.
Bree don't count. Okay, I got a couple more questions for you. Do you pre-run your shower before you get in it, or you just hop in it?
I'm not entirely sure we can actually ask that question, to be completely honest with you, Gary. I think I'm
I pretty run because I like it hot, so I'm not one of those lukewarm people. It has to be steaming hot, so I pre-run.
All right.
Well, there you got an answer.
See? Told you.
On that note,
and that note, don't use Clorox wipes.
oh
That's all.
God, no, don't even. Oh God.
Thank you for your time, friend.
Yeah,
Thank
we're gonna
you.
have to. On that note,
you
before you
can't see
throw up
us.
in your helmet,
I'm
we
gonna-
gotta let you go. Thank you so much for coming. Make sure you find Bree tomorrow when you're wearing the Black Panther outfit, so we can get some pictures of that as well, and we'll post it on our website.
If
Thank
not,
you so much
can
for
just
stopping.
email them to me.
No. That one got shut down by the police, anyways, Gary.
Who doesn't want Black Panther emails? You can be like, hey, then you can use those to email to somebody else.
It was Baby
Have you
Huey,
seen
it was
this?
Baby Huey GGG. They got shut down.
Have you seen this? Like, I'm going to email any picture of this to anybody.
They can't see you.
Oh, you can't see me. I'm
No,
sorry.
you can only see
Joey
Joey.
said he has bad peripheral vision.
Yeah, well, thank God. Sometimes this thing works out. Oh, God.
What?
Oh, thank you so much for coming on. We appreciate the interview.
Thank you.
Like I said,
Find me tomorrow.
find Brie tomorrow. We'll get some pictures. Wesley, thank you for grabbing him.
Thank you.
Hopefully it wasn't too awkward.
If you get a one.
You know it hurt. You know it hurt his soul to go out. It's like, yeah. So can I borrow?
Anybody
you to have
else?
a Skype conversation.
Who else do you got? That was Darth Vader's.
I don't see anybody right now. I saw the dude
Grandson.
walk by when you were interviewing Kylo Ren.
I love
walked
Star
by?
Wars.
The dude.
Oh,
The dude?
I thought she said
The Big
Ewok.
Lebowski?
I don't know why I heard
Big
Ewok
Lebowski?
out of the dude.
Big Lebowski's walking around?
See. Am I far enough forward?
No, I see a
can't.
wall.
Can you
This
There's
is
a
like
furry?
this is like
Where's the furry?
This is like every phone
That's
sex
what we wanna interview
conversation
with.
I've ever had. I see a wall and it's really dark. And
This
then
is going to get really awkward, but go grab a furry.
Oh
Yes.
yes, furry.
Direct,
You
hold on,
can't see me.
director
Never mind.
override.
I can be
Furry,
saying
furry,
they can't see you, so
furry.
you just be like furry.
Director
furry.
override? No,
We'll ask the appropriate questions.
no, I don't care. I do not
Find the
support
Big
that kind of.
Lebowski. Is the Big Lebowski walking
Hey,
around?
There's a
T-
lifestyle
Dylan,
that I don't support
to
that.
each-
To each their
He's
own.
on.
Whatever makes somebody happy. If they want to dress up like a giant mascot and sleep
Wait.
with other giant mascots, that is completely on them.
Wait, we got a
I do not
Canadian.
judge.
We actually had an issue in Tampa a couple years ago because somebody was wearing a furry costume and they said that they will yiff for $5 and you're not allowed to solicit if you're not a paid vendor.
What's
And
What is it?
apparently,
I'm
No,
almost
I
afraid
will
to ask.
explain it to you. No. I will
technically
explain it to them
it's
off air. We're not going into
Yes.
this on air.
Wait, Dylan, how do you know what a yiff is?
Because I Googled stuff before, all right? And I was
You-
disappointed in myself.
Mama Tech, you need to go
Google
check
it
your
later.
son's
My search history?
his
Have
search
fun.
history.
Yeah, he's
apparently looking up
Googling stuff that
furries
I
and
don't
gifs
even
and
know.
stuff. Yeah. Yeah.
Right now,
well,
Goose is how
the
to
sign
pick
got
up.
confiscated. His sign got confiscated and one of
I
our
don't know.
managers
And he
holding it.
refuses to explain it.
Is it dirty?
And
Apparently.
so other people
Absolutely.
walked up and
Very
asked her if he would do that. That
That's,
happened to
it
Liz.
sounds awful.
Clorox.
It is.
It sounds.
Super
It
awful.
sounds.
See, that's something you're gonna need the Clorox
Yiff
wipes
sound-
for going back. It all circles around the
Yeah.
Clorox wipes. Just remember that.
Well, it is a circle. It is a circle, Gary.
Yeah, no, you
Unless
kind of
yours
need
is
to
a
go
square.
wipe your brain after you Google
This
that.
might be a square at this point.
Be crying.
I'm just going to pull
Is-
the Rule
you-
34 for them and just give them that.
What's a Rule 34? Why are you coming up with stuff and trying to confuse me already? I'm going back to yiffing.
Like a dirty
It sounds like
Because those two
it
go
sounds like
hand in
it's-
hand so well.
What?
Y-
a Rule
Yiffing
34
sounds like a Yiddish queef. Like that's what I'm. It immediately came to my mind. It's an oy vey queef. Like it sounds awful.
Yeah.
Like, I
I'm
don't-
fencing over here. Schmoddles. Yift. Oh.
like a Cleveland.
Hey, we're
steamer.
allowed to do that now because it's nighttime and they can't watch TV. Because it's
Oh, it's Good Friday.
yeah, it's Good Friday. See,
So apparently we're safe from the Hebrews.
that's,
I can't help but think that sounds really racist.
he's the one with the longer beard. Like you would ride on an airplane with this guy anyway. You see this guy going to the airport, you know you're taking your bag
Hey,
and your little police kit are
Everybody
going
at an
home.
airport, they're getting on a plane with me because they know that they're safe with a beard like
I was
this.
saying, Gary, I'll have you know that when me and my Muslim friend went on we went on a flight to California. I got stopped. He did not.
All I know is I got a
Now
happy
they're
face.
they're so scared to
dodgeball.
stop Muslims because it's racial profiling. They're gonna grab the white guy next to the Muslim to show. See, we're not racist. It's completely random. As we
No,
grab the
the
white guy
thing
right
was-
next to the Muslim.
Is I only got so far because as soon as I took my shoes off, I didn't wear socks.
Yeah,
you're like,
we were
no,
going to
you're
have a
good.
talk about that
Shoes
here
back on.
later tonight. That and a belt.
I have a belt. I'm wearing a belt.
Yeah. Yeah, not good. He says he's wearing a belt. Dylan.
No.
Oh, yeah, and he doesn't wear socks. I told you we were going to talk about that later.
I think Mama Tech went in there
I
to
think
hit him.
Mama Tech went in there to straighten that right up right now. She's going to fix that
No
problem.
more yiffing.
Yiffy.
Exactly. But no more of that at all.
You see anybody else?
Oh yeah, and children don't Google that. Please don't Google that, children.
I highly
Please
doubt
don't
we have
Google
any
that,
kids
children,
watching
or
this
please
show.
don't Google that.
No,
What?
children don't Google that.
Well, no, don't
Google
Google
what?
children either. Gary,
don't Google
you
children
do-
and yiffing?
don't know.
Wait,
Don't-
what happens if I Google children and yiffing?
You
Is
get a
that
knock
good?
on the door, and then you have to
I
knock on
don't
everybody
think
else's
that
door
exists.
saying that you have been moved into the neighborhood, and I've been
Wait,
required by law to let you know that I now live here and within 500 feet of your child. That's what happens, Gary.
Guys, we
That was peeing. We only have a few minutes left.
Oh my God, we do only have a few
Find
minutes
somebody real quick. Find somebody
You
real quick.
lucked out. We're
Find
not doing the
somebody.
Bean Boozled.
Oh,
Wait,
Oh, we got to
And
go
I
Bean
went by
Boozled.
guys, to be interviewed on a YouTube video for your costume?
Need 'em.
No. Okay.
That's okay. We only have 2 minutes.
Only have 2 minutes. We
Slowly
didn't get
turn
to
the
Bean
camera
Boozled.
anyways. Slowly turn the camera anyways.
So, turn, put 'em on
Just
the camera.
click,
Put 'em on
get it on
the
her real
camera.
quick. Get it on her real quick.
Is that an M&M?
No.
What is that? That looked like an M&M. It was the little red evil M&M.
By the way.
Evil.
Okay, Inuyasha.
And Yasha.
Anyway.
Oh.
Wait, hold on.
We understand.
Spend time dressing up and then go
It
to
was
pictures.
miserable on that
Yeah, I know,
floor.
right?
How dare you.
Tommy makes a great point. They take all this time to do cosplay. They spend money on making a costume. They do all this stuff, and they're like, no, I don't want to be on camera.
No, I don't want to be on camera.
I don't want to be on camera.
I don't want to be on camera. I don't like to be on
Listen,
Pornhub.
man, it's
It's been a very long day. The show's been open, and a lot of people have been here for a really long time today.
So these are people that actually are paid to be there.
No, they did.
They're guests.
Yeah, they paid.
Oh, they're guests. Okay, so they
We got about a
paid
minute.
to
Okay.
be there, not being
Yes.
paid to be there.
All right, well, Bree, we're going to go ahead and let you sign off because we've only got a minute left. So you guys
Okay.
have fun, get
You
more
can't see me.
pictures, get some videos and interviews and stuff. Wesley, it was fantastic to meet
Oh, you can't see me then.
If you can find a skin-tight leather outfit with a high collar and a
What? She
staff
can't see
that
me!
matches, you could be Chris Tucker, and it would be amazing.
That's
So
who you
we
should
would
go
love to see
as Chris Tucker from Fifth Element. That would be hilarious.
It would be.
I'm going to consider that.
Get
That's awesome.
you one of those
So-
Bob Barker microphones.
Yeah, the big one, just with the leather, the leopard print right on the microphone
Yes.
stand too.
And then you just walk up to
Run,
people.
run.
I would just get a microphone and walk up to people and go spay neuter your pet and see what they say. That would be hilarious. So they're like, "What are you?" I'm like, "I'm a black Bob Barker." Why? What's your problem? They would never know. That would be hilarious. See, I'm helping you out
That
here.
would be.
On that note, let's go ahead and sign off out of here. I
Yep, we'll
am.
see you guys next Friday.
That's Lexi Confetti. We'll see you. Thank you, Wesley, for joining us. I am Super Beard Vancouver.
What? I can't-
That is.
I'm Triple G and I can't wave because you can't see me.
Yeah, they can't see you. I waved too. It was stupid. I got
Tommy T from Beer and
yes,
Sunshine.
Tommy T from Beer and Sunshine, and we got,
Christina from Beer and Sunshine.
and they're going to be on at 8 o'clock. So stay tuned. Stick around. You're going to love it. There's beer. You can't taste it, but you can always drink along and act like you're drinking what they're drinking. So
It's a drinking game. The show's a drinking game. So
that is true.
play
Yeah, and there's a
along.
drinking game.
Play
They say
along.
Maverick a lot.
There's a drinking game, and she's
And-
Canadian, so you hear a boot. So make sure you tune in 8 o'clock. Do that, and we will see you guys next week. God bless.
There's a Mobe there too. Mother of all beers, Mobe.
By the way, Val Kilmer, worst Batman ever.
No, George Clooney.